Hello and welcome to the Joys of Chibi. My name is Moondog, and I hope you're having a good day. If not, I hope I can make it a little bit better for you. I want to help inspire you to reach your artistic goals because I believe in you. Today, we're going to be drawing Rocko from Rocko's Modern Life. So let's head over to the Critter Barn and get started. Okay. Having a slight issue here. Give me 1 second. Gotta get Critter open. There we go. Now that should walk. There we go. Okay. So, we've already done... I got a little 5-step process here. We've already done step 1, the rough sketch. Takes me a bit too long to get the aspects right. As you can tell, his legs might be a tad bit long. But that's fine. So, get step 1 out of the way, the rough sketch. It's almost line art, really. But we're gonna redo the line art. But also, step 2, we gotta get a color palette, which I already got one here. So we're gonna go with this, with the black for lines in his nose. We got the white for his eyes, his teeth. We got the kind of a pasty skin tone for his skin. We got the blue and purple for the t-shirt. And we got more white and for the shoelaces and red for the shoes. So we got the color palette already picked out. Now we're gonna start step 3, the line art. Step 4 will be to color in the line art, the layer below the line art, that is. And then step 5, if we have time, we'll try and get some shading done. So, let's go ahead and I'm gonna make a new layer. And I'm gonna name it lines, or line art. That way I know. And I need to put all this into a group folder. Give me 1 second. There we go. Okay. So now, I'm gonna do about a 5 pixel line. That's what I like to do. This is about 5 pixels there. You know, we could probably get away with a 4 on him. We're gonna do a 4 pixel line art. I made him a little short. So, go ahead and pick some black. Make sure I'm on the correct layer. And we're gonna get started. I need to try and get some of those long, smooth brush strokes. That's gonna be, oh no, I don't want that. Okay, long, smooth brush strokes. That's gonna be really hard to get in there. So I'm gonna work with the stabilizer brush. There we go. Whoop, maybe a little more delay on that stabilizer brush. There we go. Didn't quite get that one. If you can tell, my line art abilities is my weak spot. Just get this stabilizer to the right. Oh my goodness, what was that? It just hiccuped on me. You know what? I'm being silly. We need to rotate the canvas because this is not the angle I can do that line in. 1 second. May need to break it into 2 parts. There we go. We could probably redo this over here. Let's just clean this up for a second. Now I'm gonna add I gotta rotate it again. I need a certain way for me to get that curvature in there. My wrists don't like me going a certain way. We can just get that line there. There we go. Get that in here. I've said it before and I'll say it again, the thickness of the lines are very important. They tell us if it's popping out or if it's flat. You can tell the little triangles I got marked out on the sketch are slightly thinner lines than the rest of the drawing. And the reason behind that is we want lines to separate the color, but we do not want the triangles to pop out from the Schultz. So we're gonna stick with that the way it is. Let me rotate this a little more. There we go. I guess that's good enough. No. There we go. Right now, I just want to focus on the outline. There we go. Doesn't have to be perfect. The thing with the rough sketch is it gives us something to go on. Doesn't have to be perfect to the rough sketch. It just has to be good enough. Oh my goodness. Let's see. You know what? Let's try that one more time. My friend just reminded me of the episode where Heifer joined a sausage cult. And my rebuttal to that is, hey Hef, is that a sausage in your pocket? Let's see. I've said it once and I'll say it again as well. This is not a children's show. This is 90s cartoons. We will embrace that fully. So you best be ready. Because we're going to be talking about really, really big man and his nipples of the future. Let's see if I can't get this line the way I want it. There we go. I'm probably making his eyes a little too out there with the thicker lines. I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to drop down to a 2 on this here. Actually, no, do I even have to? You know what, those are solid colors. We'll leave those be. Right now, what's important is we get the lines for the outline done, and then we can work on the... Really, this could be pulled back a bit right here. I'm probably making a lot of his lines way too thick, but it'll be fine. Hold on. Once Rocko's car got impounded, there was a lot of squeaking noises through the telephone. I don't know how to address that fully. Oh God. Oh no. We may be running limited on space here. I probably should have done a 3 on the, on some of these lines. I'm gonna have to do a 3 on some of these. Right now it's all about depth. Oop. Getting a little carried away. I want to speed this up, but that's always a no. Don't want to speed it up. You just want to go the speed you can go. Here we go. I still recall a time Rocko went to get his dog, Spunky, a dog bowl. That salesman was bound to Tolman to sell him on the doggy bowl ride. Get on all fours. Yep. Uh-oh. Whoop. That was my bad. There we go. Got a lot of depth out of the way. I feel his legs are probably a little thicker than they probably should be. You know what? I got an idea here. I'm gonna turn off the stabilizer brush for just a moment and go freehand on erasing a few bits and bobs. Because right here, let's just say Rocko's legs are really close together and we only need one line. Okay. I'm gonna reactivate the stabilizer. There we go. We're just gonna say his legs are really close together. Hope everyone can see this okay. Oop. There we go. Yeah. Now let's give that a little more angle. There we go. That's a nice sharp collar there for Rocko. Could we have probably gone down lower? Probably. You know what? I'm not liking that too much. There we go. We'll come back to that later. Let's just finish up some lines here on the side. I'm gonna go a slightly smaller brush. I'm gonna do 3 on his ears. Take a little bit more creative liberty. Oh goodness. Well, I can just get it just right. No. Come on, walk with me. Walk with me, walk with me, walk with me, baby. Once upon a time, Rocko worked at was a phone line operator. He had very strict rules which he had to adhere to. Be courteous, be kind, be naughty. I'm having trouble with his little ear thingies. Oh, we're gonna call that good enough. That's gonna be a nice thick line right here. Oop. I'm gonna have to increase the stabilizer a tad. Get this the way I want it. My goodness, that was hard. Okay, we're getting there. We're almost through the line art. Look at this. We're just chugging along, aren't we? Where are we sitting on time? We're about 15 minutes in. We're doing good. My practice run the other day came out to roughly an hour. So I mean, we're doing pretty good on time. So I'm gonna speed this up and let's keep the stabilizer brush on, just set it low. Not following the rules. Very simple, I just gotta do the one line at a time. That way I don't overload it. There we go. Oh yeah, now we're chugging. Hold on, I gotta rotate this just a tad. Can't do those curves like that. Oop, can't do them like that either. This one's a little funny. I'm gonna get the inside of the hand really quick. There we go. There we go. Oop, there we go. We can finish up the neck. Let's clean this up a little. Let's clean up this cheekbone a little bit. There we go. There we go. Gave a little bit of curvature to that neck. There we go. Something I've always noticed is your hands want to always arch a certain way when drawing, so you always gotta walk with you gotta always walk with the way your hand wants to move. My 8th grade art teacher, I always disagreed with her, but she was right, I ain't gonna lie. You just gotta learn to draw a very certain curve. It's impossible to get that perfect arch all the way around. There's very few people that can actually get a good curvature to their drawing, to their, with their wrist. And if they are, I have concerns what they're doing in their free time. So, let's get these on here. Uh-oh, what did I do? There we go. There we go. Yeah, we're getting it. I'm liking these lines. Except for that little bit right there. I'm gonna have to clean that up in a minute. We're gonna come through and clean up all our lines in just a moment. I believe the only lines we got left are his triangles. So I'm gonna switch over to number 2, a 2-pixel brush head, and we are just going to quickly fill those in. Or sketch these out really quick. Ain't gonna worry too much. They're just funny geometry to add a little bit of flavor to his outfit. That's fine. It's gonna make coloring him in a nightmare, but that'll be fine. Coloring's the fun part. We're almost there. Oop, I went over a little. I gotta go around and clean up all these lines. I'm gonna have to disable the stabilizer and just kinda touch up here and there, so. I'm gonna take a step back and let's see. Here's the sketch layer. That's the line art. So we're just gonna go around, and any sharp edges, we're just gonna dull it down a bit and sharpen it up a bit where we can, if we can. Look for any rough edges. I'll admit the teeth are gonna be a nightmare. I gave him some real Wallace and Gromit teeth here, didn't I? Uh-oh. Got a little too deep in that. There we go. That's a little cleaner. Mostly worried about fingers and things. Right here needs a touch up though. Oh god, yes. Oh god, I didn't finish reading that. Yeah, Sheldon was a little hypochondriac, wasn't he? Always washing his hands. He was always nauseous. I'm nauseous. I'm nauseous. I'm nauseous. I still remember the time they had a science project. Oh god, they had a science project. That science project, it's like, here's your potato, you'll only get one. Heifer ate it instantly. Like, way to go, fat boy, you just failed us all. Such simpler times with simpler cartoons. And I'm just gonna say it right now, right here, right now. I do not plan on touching. I do try to be somewhat family friendly, and I am not touching Ren and Stimpy with a 10-foot pole. So that's done off the table. Rocko's looking pretty good. Let's compare him to our reference. Oh yeah, Rocko's looking pretty good. So now I'm gonna make a quick color layer here. I'm excited. You can probably tell. We're already to the coloring segment. We're only about 25 minutes in. So, the trick with coloring, I've said it in my last stream, I'll say it in this one. You want the color layer behind the line art layer, because if not, you're going to start going over your line art, and you don't want to do that. You want the color layer underneath the line art layer, because it gives you a buffer. Watch this. Oop. Hold on. Oop, hold on. Okay, there we go. That should fix it. Oh no, I didn't get that rough spot right there. It'll be fine. that if we do this, why is that happening? Oh, it popped back up. Okay. So, color layer under line art layer. By putting the color layer underneath the line art layer, it gives us a little bit of buffer room. So we're just gonna start coloring. There was an episode, I have two favorite episodes. They both contest for the best episode in my mind. Personally, I'm gonna say Closet Clown was probably the #1 episode for me. It freaked me out for decades. The thought of someone being able to look over and see inside your thought bubble. Oh God, that scared me. It always scared me. What if people know what I'm thinking? Put it bluntly, Mr. Big Head was angry that a clown car for a circus broke down in his front yard. Uh-oh, it happened again. It always happens. Hold on. We can fix this. There we go. Okay, it's fixed. That always jams. Anyway, Mr. Big Head was angry. A clown car broke down in his front yard, and out popped a clown, a duck, and I think a frog or something. Anyway, in Closet Clown, the clown's trying to fix his car. He broke down in front of Mr. Big Head's house. Well, Mr. Big Head is just a big killjoy, and he started getting angry. And he came out with a rake and started threatening him. And he told him flat out, "You take yourself and you go back to Scandinavia." And he started waving the rake around, and the duck's like, "Hang on, man. We're just trying to fix a car." And the duck, the poor duck, oh gosh, he gets so scared. I think he was a goose, because he laid an egg. So he was freaking out that Mr. Big Head was waving around a rake. And they end up jumping, they end up like running down the street or jumping on a bus or something and leaving. But in their panic to escape Mr. Big Head, threatening him with a rake, the clown dropped his clown nose, and Mr. Big Head had to pick it up and look at me, I'm a clown, look at me. Anyway, the inevitable happened. Mr. Big Head tried on the clown nose, and then he realized something. A deep desire in his very being has been awakened. He wants to be a clown, so he starts dressing up in private. So he starts dressing up in private, being a clown, and he starts imagining making children laugh and smile, and going to birthday parties and making children smile and laugh. And he can't deal with that thought, so he hides it from everybody. And he ends up getting bold one day and puts his clown nose into his briefcase and takes it to walk. And he's sitting. This is the part that scared me. He's sitting in a business meeting, and they're discussing business. You know, just business. It's business. He worked at Conglamo. Anyway, do I need a different color for the inside of the sleeve? Probably, yeah. I just realized something. I need a slightly darker shade here. Yeah, that'll walk. It'll be good enough. But anyway, he took his clown nose to walk, and He was afraid people would find out, and he started daydreaming about being a clown. And the guy next to him just started looking over and staring into his thought bubble. And I'm like, oh dear God, what would people think of me if they could see into my thought bubble? You know? And it freaked me out as a kid. But you know, that's where my brain left it for many years. Looking back, I realized it got worse. I rewatched the episode a couple months ago. Mr. Bighead's boss finds out, and it turns out he's also a clown. And he wants to hang out and get Mr. Bighead to come out publicly as a clown. And it gets worse and worse and worse. And he starts going to children's birthdays parties as a clown and making all the kids smile and laugh as like a double life. He's just running around as a clown. And then his best friend has a birthday and they hired a clown, and he's like, I can't come to the birthday, I'm busy that day. Well, he rang the doorbell. They all found out, and but it was okay. Everyone was really accepting of him being a clown. And you know, everyone's like, it's like Sheldon came out, I like European undergarments. And oh no. But Rocko told everybody, I like rainbows. And they're like, that's disgusting. How can you, get him? And they all start chasing Rocko with pitchforks and lit torches, and they're gonna, I don't know. They turned into an angry mob on Rocko for liking rainbows. Everyone was okay with Mr. Bighead's dressing as a clown, but they were ready to just... Oh my gosh, they were ready for Rocko. That cracks me up though. Poor Rocko. Oh yeah. The short's done. Oh. Do I need a different shade of... No? I was worried we'd need a different shade of his skin tone for his, under his nose or something, but I think we're good. What about under the belly? No? Belly's fine. Okay. But yeah, there's another episode that goes for my... that's probably one of my two best favorites. Sheldon is Mr. Lucky. It's like congratulations, you're gonna be on the next episode of Mr. Lucky. Yes, I am Mr. Lucky. I am gonna go on the show and I am gonna win. I am Mr. Lucky. And he goes to a Chinese restaurant with Rocko and he picks up a fortune cookie. Rocko opens his fortune cookie first and it says, "You are a winner." And Sheldon's like, I don't need luck, I'm Mr. Lucky. And he opens up his fortune cookie and it says, let me see if I recall this correctly. Your life will be infested with misery and despair for the rest of eternity. Or for all eternity. And he's like, that can't be right. I'm Mr. Lucky. And everything just starts going wrong. He starts having black cats follow him home. He's like, shoo, I'm Mr. Lucky. And the black cats follow him all the way home. Man, that looks wrong, having his legs together like that. Him having legs at all. Man, that's kind of wrong. Oh well, we're rolling with it. But anyway, he goes on to he's doing all these weird shenanigans for good luck, to be Mr. Lucky. He starts wearing 4-leaf clovers. He he ends up hanging a horseshoe off his neck. There's a few other shenanigans he pulled to try and tone his luck around, and before he goes on to the TV show. I'm just gonna fill in his head right now. We'll get the white out for later. But I want to expedite this just a little. Let's see, we got his tail, we got his legs. Man, his arm is not looking quite right. I could have made it thinner. But anyway, Sheldon was doing all these weird things to try and be Mr. Lucky, because he was going on the basically Wheel of Fortune or something. But anyway, it didn't go good. He showed up, he was Mr. Lucky, he spun the wheel, and the wheel kept spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning until eventually it broke off, smashed through the soundstage, through the audience. It rolled down the street, started just destroying everything. It ended up destroying like the whole wall. The whole wall just basically got rolled over by the Wheel of Fortune. And poor Sheldon, aka Mr. Lucky, he's like, no, I was supposed to be Mr. Lucky. And he didn't have a good day. Going back to the sausage cult. Oh god, I love that episode. That one was a good one. There was a cult. It was like the cult of I forget, the cult of Wiener Schnitzel or something. And it was a cult that revolved around sausages. Heifer joined it because they told him he could have as much free food as he wanted. And he's like, free food? And there's no catch? Let's see what we got here. Let's make that a little darker. Is this spot supposed to be dark? Uh-oh. Let me see what that looked like. I think I did it wrong. Oh, it was supposed to be light, like almost white. Oh man, I did that way backwards. It was skin tone, then I dial it into the white. There we go. There we go, that's better. Oh, we almost forgot his shoes, man. And his weird little wallaby ears. Rocko is not a kangaroo. Rocko is a wallaby. Oh god. There was an episode where they basically had like a nod to the JFK assassination. Oh my goodness. The president's motorcade is coming around the corner. We can see him, he's waving, and his wife. Oh god, shots are fired. You just hear screeching of tires and Heifer just stops eating for a second. Oh god. They blatantly made fun of a national tragedy. 90s cartoons. They got so much past the censors back then. Hell, now you don't even have to be worried about the censors. You just have to be worried about the audience. Everyone gets so damn angry anymore. I'm tired of being angry. I just want to be. I just want to be. Oh yeah. Got Rocko's eyes just about finished. Where are we on time? Yep, that's about what I thought. This usually takes about 1 hour for me to finish a drawing. when it comes to getting all the little bits and bobs in there, it takes me about an hour. I'm a little slow, I'll admit, I'm a little slow. White on the shoelace and a little bit of this red down there. Okay, we got our color palette for the shoes down here now. So we can just quickly listen. There we go. But yeah, there was an episode about that episode where Heifer joined the cult. He was really upset because he couldn't eat anything else but sausage. He was happy for a while because he was eating all the sausage he could eat. But then when he realized it wouldn't let him eat pizza, that's when he started losing his mind. The sausage cult wouldn't let him go. Rocko and Sheldon formulated a plan to save him, but they end up getting caught. And when they got caught by the sausage cult, they were gonna basically execute him. But that's okay, cause King Sausage showed up. No, not King Sausage. King Weenie. Yep, King Weenie showed up, and he started, the sausage, what was it? The Sausage Lord or something showed up. Yeah, that's what it was. Like the sausage, King Sausage showed up and rescued him and said, they're the true believers. And then they left all the cultists on an island, a desert island. And then the costume unzipped. And it turns out like King Sausage was actually really, really big man. And really, really big man ended up being... Oh yes, I was just on my way back from Mardi Gras. You see, I was crowned King Weenie. That's where he got the costume. Anyway, I'd say that looks pretty good. We could, you know what, let me try dialing down the skin tone a little. He's a little bit too olive. Rocco's a pasty fella. There we go. Let me just set this just straight here. Oh yeah. Let's see how that's looking. That's looking pretty damn good. I'd say we did pretty good with Rocko. I hope everyone else enjoyed it. Yeah, I really liked Rocko. It was a great show from my childhood. This series is going to be a lot of me just rambling about a show, one specific show, while I draw a character. It can take me a little while to draw, I can admit, but I hope I can be entertaining. And hopefully we can learn from my drawing skills here. We showed that we did I presented the sketch, then I presented our little line art, then we did the line art together, and we put the coloring behind the line art. Oh, want to see what that looks like? Here's the color if it was in front of the line art. Hideous, isn't it? That's why we make the line art. The line art is our buffer. The line art is our little buffer to keep everything crisp. And that's why it's very important that the line art is crisp. And that's why I could get away with certain things on the sketch that I didn't do on the line art. Like all these spots that were a little rough around the edges, all these little blotches that didn't quite, all these little blotchy areas where I didn't erase proper. That's fine on the sketch, but the line art has to be crisp. The line art has to be crisp. That way the color is crisp when it comes to the line art. We could have made his eyes a little thinner lined, but it's okay. I think it's a shame we don't have enough time to draw Spunky. But I say Rocko came out looking pretty good. A little taller than usual. But anyway, we're gonna just have to go for a walk, and so, well, it's time for us to say goodbye. So I hope you enjoyed the show and learned a little bit about digital art along the way. I really hope I inspired you to practice your drawing skills. I believe anyone can learn to draw if they just take the time to find the time to practice. I believe in you, and I hope you have a great rest of the day. Goodbye!